Welcome this afternoon to a very unique broadcast, I would say. We'll see. Most of this will make it into the whole thing. But this is a live to tape recording of this game. Doing a little something different here today. Trying to get some stuff done this afternoon. Working on a lot of things. So what I am doing is recording this. I'm going to edit it down. It has to be under an hour. But I'm going to edit it down and try to make sure that you get the important parts of the game. That is what I am going to try to do here today. So if you see an inning or two get skipped, that's just nothing happened. And I'll try to make some references to those innings if anything does happen. But for the most part, this is going to be live to tape as best as possible. And I'm going to try to get into one video and get that over onto YouTube right when this game would have been on. So with that, Eric Lauer gets the start today for the Crew. It's his 7th start. He's 0-2 on the season. 17 strikeouts to 2 walks. He's facing off against Kolten Wong here on a Sunday afternoon at Miller Park. Here's the first pitch. Misses for a ball, and we're underway. Brewers have won the first 2 games of this series, still 3rd in the division. The Cubs and the Reds keep on winning as well. And the Cardinals continue to struggle. They've lost 8 straight games. Here's the pitch to Wong, and that one misses as well, 2-0. 2-0 from Lauer, and that's hit foul into the seats. Wong hit his first home run of the season yesterday in the 8th inning. Was a solo shot that led off the inning. First home run that David Phelps had given up. That one's a pop-up bunt. And that's going to get down. Turnaround throw is not in time. And Kolten Wong is on with a leadoff single. Take a look at this one again. He pops it up. Dropped the barrel of the head of the bat. And he's able to beat that one out. Lauer has to do a little pirouette action. And just in time to get a single. Yario Munoz is getting the start today, and he takes the first pitch and pops that one out to right. Yelich is there, and he's got it for out number 1. Let's take a look at that starting lineup for the Cardinals. It's going to be Wong, Munoz in left. Goldschmidt, DeYoung, Molina. Tommy Edmond gets the start at shortstop. Tyler O'Neill in center, Harrison Bader at right, and Dakota Hudson rounds it out. So Matt Carpenter getting the day off. Paul DeYoung moving over to third. Tommy Edmond, who's been playing left field this series, moves to short. Brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Had the solo home run in the first inning of yesterday's game. Just his 2nd home run of the season. He's not been hitting with the power that the Cardinals have wanted him to, and it's a big reason why this team has fallen to pretty much the bottom of the division. And if they're not going to turn it around soon, they will be probably thinking about who they're selling at the trade deadline. Goldschmidt hits that one up the middle. It's a base hit. So 2 hits in the inning for the Cardinals.
Batting fourth, the third baseman.
And they have first and second here with 1 out.
DeYoung.
Brings up Paul DeYoung. Takes the ball on the outside. DeYoung with just 2 hits in the season series as he takes that one, and that's a base hit. There's number 3. And that one's going to get pretty deep. 1 run is in. DeYoung is at second, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
So going after the first pitches, and Brock Holt cannot come down with that one. It's an RBI double, and the inning continues for the Cardinals. Yadier Molina takes a strike. Molina hitting into a very pivotal double play in the 8th in yesterday's game. Cardinals would have their first 4 batters reach base. Fireisen would come in and get the double play off of Molina. That one's inside, 1-1. Now we're in trouble here. Brewers giving up another first inning run. Here's the 1-1. This is upstairs, 2-1. This has been the struggle for the Brewers as of late, falling behind early in games. But they've done a really good job of making some comebacks, getting themselves back in it. There's a grounder over to Brock Holt. They'll get the out at first. A run comes in, and it's 2-0 Cardinals.
Batting fifth,
It's a ball called Paul Goldschmidt will score on the ground out. Hard hit ball. Brewers just going to trade that out. Still early. 17th RBI for Yadier Molina. That's second on the team behind Matt Carpenter. And that brings up Tommy Edmond, who is playing shortstop today. Edmond went back-to-back with Colton Wong in yesterday's game in the 8th to tie it up. That one misses its ball. Edmond batting .286 versus the Brewers this season. Has a home run, 2 doubles. Started in every game. In the last series, he got the first 2 starts at shortstop. Paul DeJong did not play, and then in the final game, he played left field. 1-0 pitch, misses. Runner at third, 2 runs already in here in the first for the Cardinals. 2-0 pitch, grounded to Orlando Arcia, and he'll make the play. And the side is retired. But the Cardinals do strike first. They get 2 in the inning. And we head to the bottom of the first. Cardinals 2, Brewers coming up. So Dakota Hudson is making his 5th start of the season. He has an 0-1 record. 21 strikeouts to 7 walks, has given up 2 home runs. He did pitch against the Brewers, but out of the bullpen in their last series together. And he pitched in 2 games, went 3 innings, gave up a run,
for the Brewers, the center fielder,
and struck out 3.
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo Cain starts us off here. That one misses. It's ball 1. Take a look at the St. Louis Cardinals, 12-22. They've lost 8 straight and have really struggled to break through, having a little bit of a hangover from the championship season of a year ago. .2-0 to Cain. That one's inside, so 3 straight balls to start out the leadoff man. And the Brewers have seen that a lot from teams early on. Saw it with the Phillies. They got off to a very slow start. Then they rattled off 9 straight wins. They're back in the thick of it in the NL East. Colorado Rockies, they're not getting a ton of production from outside of their 2 through 5 hitters as Cain takes a leadoff walk here in the first. So a good job by Cain.
Second, the right fielder.
Doing much better, drawing some walks. And Christian Yelich bats with a runner on first and nobody out. Takes a strike. Oh, 1 pitch, way inside, 1-1. So there's a lot of teams who are, it just feels like they're just underperforming right now, but this early in the season, you can just turn it on a dime and get back into it. As a little tapper in front of the mound, only play for Hudson is going to be to first, so he'll take that out. Cain moves up 90 feet, and there's 1 away. Here's how the Brewers line up today for Craig Counsell. A little different look. Kane Yelich and Braun's in the third spot. He's been on fire as of late. Narvaez as catching. Justin Smoke gets to start at first. Holtz at second. Jed Jerko, the Cardinal killer, at third base. Orlando Arcia at short. And Eric Lauer rounds it out for the crew. So Keston Hiura getting a day off. Garcia getting a day off. And Ryan Braun bats with a runner at second. Checks his swing, but still called a strike. It's 0-1. And that one's hit down the line, and that is foul. Just misses extra bases and driving in another run. And it's 0-2. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on the off speed, and there's 2 away.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Omar.
A good pitch by Hudson. Braun tried to pull it. And that's a pitch you just got to try to go with it, but if that's not what you're looking for, it's easier said than done. Omar Narvaez bats, and he hits one into Yadier Molina. It's 0-1. To Narvaez, and that one's hit, and that is through for a base hit. Kane's making the turn to third. He's going to score, and the Brewers cut the lead in half here in the first. So a good job by Narvaez. He keeps the inning going, gets the Brewers on the board. Cutter that just hung over the middle of the plate, and Narvaez hits that one right back up the box, right out of reach of Tommy Edmond, and the Brewers answer right back.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
So Justin Smoke gets the start here today. Hasn't started since last week in Pittsburgh. Hit a little bit of a cold stretch, so Ryan Braun came in and he went on a 9-game hitting streak. And that one's ripped foul. Smoke has the potential for the long ball. He had 2 home runs. His 2 home runs of the season came in 1 game. Batting .233, 6 RBIs, 2 doubles. Here's the pitch outside, 2-1. Brewers looking to sweep the Cardinals here. And they'll hit the road. They play 4 in Miami, and then they're right back here for 3 against the Diamondbacks. And then they have a very pivotal stretch following that brief homestand. They'll play 3 in Chicago and 4 in Cincinnati. So 7 really big games for the Brewers coming up that are really going to determine whether they're playing for a division or playing for a wild card. 3-1 to Smoke. Follows it away. So full count, 2 outs. Narvaez at first. He's going to get a little jump start. And we'll see if Smoke can put one in play and make things interesting. Here's the full count pitch. Hit into the shin guard of Molina. We'll reset and do it again. Checking Narvaez. He's going. Smoke hits that one foul. So Smoke, for not having any at-bats in over a week and a half, doing a really good job of hanging in there against Dakota Hudson. Here's the 3-2. Followed again. So good at bat by Smoke. Seeing some pitches. Following some off. Should be pitch number 9 coming up here if my memory and counting serves me right. 3-2 pitch. Another foul. Hudson already throwing 22 pitches in this inning. Here's the 3-2. Another one foul. So Smoke is going to keep following him off. He hasn't hit in a while, so he's getting his money's worth today. The 3-2. Fouled away. Another foul. Just gonna keep up there. He's gonna get the pitch he wants. He's not gonna get on unless he's putting it in play, it looks like. Another full count. Swing and a miss. Hudson wins the battle. But a good job by Smoke. Get him to throw a lot of pitches. And the side is retired. But the Brewers do get one on the Narvaez RBI single. We head to the second. Brewers 1, Cardinals 2.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the left fielder, number 34,
Yairo Munoz starts it off in the third against Eric Lauer. And that one's in the dirt, 1-0. Munoz getting the start with the lefty on the mound today. And there's a pop-up in the infield. Let's see, it looks like Smoke is calling for that one. He's got it, and there's one away.
now batting.
Take a look at the Central. Cincinnati did lose today. It looks like the Cubs also won. So the Brewers can stay in contention. Cubs and Reds have been on fire as of late. It's been kind of a rough time to struggle for these Brewers, but it all evens out towards the end. If the Brewers can just kind of stay in contention, that's the main thing. Paul Goldschmidt bats. Had a single his last at bat. 0-1 pitch. And this is in. It was going to be a tough division the whole year. You figured these two teams here, Cincinnati and the Cubs, were all going to be a reason why this would once again be one of the toughest divisions in all of majors. Goldschmidt grounds it to Arcia. Makes the play for out number 2.
The bat.
So good job by Lauer. It's really settled down after a kind of a tough first inning. It wasn't even that tough, just some good hard hit balls. Cardinals were earning them, that is for sure. That one's in there, it's a strike, 0-1. It's one thing if you're struggling and you're giving up runs and you're walking a lot of guys, but it's one if you're making good pitches and sometimes the other team just has a good day at the plate. That happens. You play 162 games, you're not gonna struggle through all of them. As the old adage goes, no matter how good you are, you're gonna lose a third of your games. No matter how bad you are, you're gonna win a third of your games. It's what you do with those other third that matters. Paul DeYoung takes a ball. It's 1-2. One-two from Lauer in the dirt. Blocked by Narvaez. Lauer still looking for his first win of the season out of the rotation. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So a good job by Lauer. Retires the Cardinals in order. Head to the bottom of the third. Brewers trail by 1. So we take a look at Miller Park. Heidi Watney, I'm sorry, but this will definitely not make the broadcast. This will get cut for time. But she's doing a little thing about Jed Jerko, who's hit very well against these Cardinals. So this is all extra nonsense. Doesn't matter at all. Let's see how long these usually last.
Leading off for the Brewers.
30 seconds.
The center
Lorenzo Cain steps up and bats here in the bottom of the third. Led off the Brewers first with a walk. Oh-1 pitch. Hit hard to DeYoung. Takes a couple of crow hops and fires it to Goldschmidt for out number 1.
Now batting. The right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich bats with one out here in the third. And he hits that one to right field and deep. Barrier going back. He's just going to watch that one fly. Christian Yelich with his 10th home run of the season, and we are tied at 2. Well, I was just about to pull up the stats about how Christian Yelich has batted against the Cardinals this season. That is no longer necessary because he takes the first pitch and hits it into right field. His 10th home run of the season, and it ties this one up in the third. Gets a high fastball and gets on top of that one and deposits that one a couple rows in. Nice catch, barehanded catch by that lady. And it's a brand new ball game here in the third. Ryan Braun bats with one out. Takes a slider outside. It's 1-0. Braun with 3 hits in yesterday's game. None bigger than the 3-run homer in the 8th. That would be the deciding factor. Another one misses, 2-0. Brewers had just given up back-to-back home runs in the 8th to tie it. And they get a few guys on, and Braun comes through. First pitch he sees, hits it into the Brewers bullpen. And the Brewers would go on to win 6-3. Braun's worked a 3-0 count here already. Pitch from Hudson, and that one's pulled foul. Braun got a good one there. Just out in front of it. The 3-1. Foul again. So Braun goes from 3-0 to a full count here. Full count pitch. And he swings and misses. Tied himself up on that one. And there's 2 away. Not a great looking swing on that one.
The catcher.
That would be an understatement.
Narvaez.
And that brings up Omar Narvaez, who had an RBI single back in the first. Got the Brewers on the board. And he takes the ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Narvaez down. It's 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled. So Brewers, knowing that when Hudson gets down in the count that he wants to get something over, they've been very aggressive in those counts. And that one's hit into left, and that's down for a base hit. So Narvaez is going to keep this inning going with the 2-out single.
Now batting. First
Take a look at the
Justin.
players leading the team in hits. Narvaez now with 37. He is now tied in that category. Yelich with 26. He probably would be up there as well if he wouldn't have been on the IL for a week. Justin Smoke is in there with 1 on and 2 outs. Struck out back in the first. Here's the 1-0. Inside part of the plate, I was going to say, obviously. 1-1. Comes the 1-1. Another one that's at the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2. The 1-2 way inside that time. Definitely a ball. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Had to protect that one. It had been called a strike previously, but Christian Yelich gets the Brewers on the board with a solo home run. Ties it up in the third. We head to the fourth. Squared up at 2. Yadier Molina leads off the top of the fourth. He grounded out, but drove in a run back in the first.
Yadier Molina.
facing off against Eric Lauer, who settled down very well. As I say that, Molina hits a base hit. So leadoff single by Molina here to start the fourth for the Cardinals.
Now batting, shortstop, Tommy Edmond.
Takes the first pitch, that fastball on the inside part of the plate, and he just puts that the other way. Brings up Tommy Edmond. Trying to work that inside part again, and it's a ball. One-0 pitch, and that's grounded over to Jerko. They're just going to make the play at first, and there's one away. So Molina moves up. Edmond is out. That's probably the more important one to get out on the base paths. Base hit probably doesn't score Molina. It's got to be an extra base hit from second. So good job just getting the out. Brings up Tyler O'Neill, who takes a strike. It's 0-1. Check with Molina. Here's the pitch. Just down. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Two-one pitch. Swung on, and that is a base hit to right. Throw coming home, but it's going to be cut off. Molina holds at third, and there's runners at the corners here with one out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the right fielder, Harrison Bader.
So another pitch, trying to work the inside part, and just kind of gets jammed, but has enough to hit that one into the outfield. Bader fouls that one off. Check of O'Neill over there as you see the 94 speed. So always a threat to steal. But he only has one on the season. Only one stolen base. But he hasn't been getting on base a lot. That's probably why. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and miss. So Lauer can get Bader here. He's got the pitcher coming up next. Has a chance to get out of this jam. Here's the 0-2. Popped him up. Might be deep enough to get Molina. Let's see. Kane's got it. Throw coming home. It's going to bounce about 3 times, and Molina's in on the sacrifice fly, and the Cardinals regain the lead.
Now batting, number 43.
So good job by Hader driving in the run for Bader. And Hudson takes a ball. Looks like it was right on the borderline of maybe being a strike, but it's not. 1-0. So Cardinals regain the lead here in the fourth. Here's the 3-2. In there for a strike, 1-1. O'Neill at first. 1 run already in here for the Cardinals. 2 outs. Top of the fourth. Looks like it's going to be another back and forth game here between these two clubs. 1-1 pitch. Hit hard foul. The 1-2 to Hudson. Swing and a miss. So that'll do it for the Cardinals in the fourth, but they do score a run on the Harrison Bader sac fly. Cardinals take a 3-2 lead to the bottom of the fourth. Brock Holt leads off the Brewers half of the fourth. Was a ground out victim back in the second. he takes one inside, 1-0. To Holt. Grounded to Long. And he's got it for out number 1.
The third baseman, number 5, Jed Jerko.
That brings up Jed Jerko. Flew out in the second. And has played very well against these Cardinals this season. Jerko batting .444, 3 home runs, 4 RBIs. He's walked 5 times. See, Adam Wainwright is warming up in the Cardinals bullpen. Here comes the 1-0, and that one's hit to left, but that is Munoz there for the second out.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
And that brings up Orlando Arcia. He had a base hit back in the second, and takes a curveball for a strike. 3-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the 0-1. Misses away, 1-1. And that one's up the middle, but snagged by Hudson. And that will do it for the Brewers in the 4th. We go down in order. We head to the top of the 5th. Cardinals lead by 1.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Brewers, number 18, Keston.
So the pitcher spot is leading off, so it's going to be Keston Hiura who's going to get a pinch hit opportunity. And he hits that one to right. Bader is going to make the play, and there's 1 pitch and 1 out for Keston Hiura.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo Cain bats with 1 out here. And that one misses, 1-0. Another one low, 2-0. And that one's hit hard to DeYoung. And good strong throw off the back foot. Plants and throws, and there's 2 away.
Next for Milwaukee, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Brings up Christian Yelich. He had the solo home run in the 3rd inning, tied it up at the time. The Cardinals would get that run right back in their next half of the inning. First pitch to Yelich, in there for a strike. Like a little 2-seamer that floated in there. Hudson got in trouble. He left a fastball up in the zone, and Yelich properly hit that one into the 2nd row of the right field stands. 1-0, it misses away, 1-1. The 1-1 hit to left field, and that is going to be down and should be extra bases. Yelich on his way to 2nd, and he's in there with a 2-out double here in the 5th.
The left fielder,
So it takes that pitch to left field. Shift was on.
Wrong.
And Munoz has to track that one down and play it off the wall. So 2nd hit of the game for Christian Yelich, his 5th double of the season. And he's going to give Ryan Braun a chance to tie this one up here. First pitch is a swing and a miss. Chased after that high fastball. Braun 2 strikeouts on the day. Had 3 hits in yesterday's game. He went single, double, and then the 3-run homer in the 8th. 0-1, inside, 1-1. one misses away. 2-1. Brewers trying to get the sweep here of the Cardinals. Trying to keep pace in the NL Central. 2-1. Outside. 3-1. So good job by Braun working the count into his favor after swinging and missing that first pitch. 3-1. Way inside, and Braun is on with a 2-out walk. So might be working carefully around Braun, knowing that he's been on a little bit of a hot streak. It's going to bring up Omar Narvaez, who's 2 for 2, had an RBI single back in the first. Has a chance to tie this one up here himself. Dakota Hudson's first offering, and that's hit to right field and deep. Bader going back, and he's going to have room to make the catch. So a 2-out double, a walk, and those runners are stranded. We head to the 6th. Cardinals lead by 1. And it looks like Craig Counsell is going to make a double switch as he has the pitcher spot coming up here in the next inning. It's going to be Alex Claudio making his 24th appearance of the season.
Number 58 is hitting for St. Louis. Number 35, Lane Thomas.
So Brock Holt has come out of the game, so it's probably going to be Eric Sogard over at second base, I imagine. He's the only infielder left on the bench, as Lane Thomas is pinch hitting here in the 7th, facing off against the lefty. The 1-0 misses. It's 2-0. Brock Holt came out of the game in the double switch, so probably be Sogard, but they announced a pinch hitter right when they were trying to announce the second player to come in for the double switch, so there you go. 2-0 pitch, misses, 3-0. Thomas the pinch hitter, then will be the top of the order here in the 7th for the Cardinals. 3-0, in there for a strike. A close game here in Milwaukee. These are the games that the Brewers have not fared very well in when it gets late and they're down. They do not have a good record in these situations. 3-1 pitch, swung on and missed. When trailing after 6 innings, the Brewers are 1-7 this season. When they're trailing after 8 and 9, they're 0-10. They have not been able to produce comeback wins late in games. They've been doing a good job of it early in games, as Claudio throws ball forward to Thomas, and there's a leadoff base runner for the Cardinals here in the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman, Colton Wong.
Top of the order again for the Cardinals, and Colton Wong, he's 2 for 3. Single and a double, scored back in the first. He's got Lane Thomas over at first. First pitch from Claudio, swing and a miss. Didn't really give you the story on when Claudio last pitched. He last pitched on Friday, went 1 inning, just gave up the 1 hit. JP Fireeisen got the win in yesterday's game. And Corey Knebel, who threw in yesterday's game as well, are both warming up in the Brewers' pen. Here's the 0-1 to Wong, and that's grounded hard, and that is going to get through for a base hit. So Wong is on with his 3rd hit of the game. And it's first and second here, and nobody out in the 7th.
The left fielder, number 34, Jairo Munoz.
So Colton Wong starting to get hot at the right time. And he's going to need to be that place setter for Mike Schultz's team, especially if they want to try to get back into contention. Yario Munoz, 0 for 3, 0 for 5 in the series. Brewers need a double play ball here. First and second, nobody out. Munoz squaring around to bunt. That's up in the air, and that's going to be a good sacrifice. Jerko's only play is to first. Thought maybe he could go quickly back to third, but he's going to take a sure out just to make sure that the bases don't get loaded. Sack bunt. Second and third now for Paul Goldschmidt. And Craig Counsell's going to put him on intentionally to load it up for Paul DeYoung, who has struggled in this series, but does have a double in the game.
Now batting, third baseman.
So 1 out, bases loaded. Brewers needing a double play ball here, trying to keep it a 1-run game. First pitch from Claudio is grounded, and it's foul. The 0-1 from Claudio. Hit on the ground. This could be it. Jerko makes the tag, throws it to first, and there it is. The double play that Claudio desperately needed. So the Brewers get themselves out of a jam. We've hit the stretch. Brewers trailed by 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for St. Louis.
Ryan Helsley
Number 56.
pitches here in the 7th inning. Pitched in yesterday's game, went 1 inning. 1-3 on the season. He's given up 12 earned runs, 7.54 ERA. He's given up 4 home runs, 11 strikeouts to 8 walks. He's got the bottom of the order with Orlando Arcia, Eric Sogard, who came in on the double switch, and then back to the top in Lorenzo Cain. Arcia 1 for 2 on the day, getting the start at short. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, it's 2-0. To Arcia in there, strike 1. He's looking to have some late inning magic, especially when they're coming from behind, something they have not done at all yet this year. When they are trailing after 7 innings, they have not won a game. So they either have to tie it here or take the lead to possibly get a win. Who knows? Another one is foul. It's 2-2 still. The 2-2. Hit to right. Bader is there with plenty of room. And there's one away.
The batter, the second baseman, Eric Sogard.
Eric Sogard bats. Had the start in the last 2 games over at shortstop. Now in a pinch hit situation with 1 out here in the 7th. And that one's in there. It's a strike, 0-1. Hit on the ground. Wong is there. Goes in time, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
See good reactions by Colton Wong on that one. Plays it on the backhand, gathers himself, and just makes a good strong throw over to first base. And there's 2 away for Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 2 on the game. Did walk in the first, would later score. And that one's right down the middle. It's 0-1. The 0-1 from Helsley. Hit hard up the middle, base hit. So Cain gives Christian Yelich a chance to bat here in the 7th.
Up next for Milwaukee, the right fielder.
Just a good strong hit right up the middle, a tailing action on it.
Your attention, please.
And that's going to do it for Helsley, and they're going to bring in the lefty Andrew Miller to face off against Christian Yelich. Miller has not appeared in this series. 12th game of the year, 0-1. Just thrown 8 innings. Has given up 1 home run, 12 strikeouts to 4 walks. Did pitch a third of an inning in the series a month ago against these Brewers. And got a strike. Oh, he walked 1. Faced 2 batters. And got the out. Faces off against Christian Yelich. First pitch to him is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Well, Yelich, as you see there, 2 for 5. Has a long ball against Miller. Check of Kane. He's in there. Even despite Goldschmidt trying to chop off his arms and clipping through them to see if that would work as a way to get him out. It is not. Here's the 0-1. Hit to center, and that is going to be down for a base hit. Christian Yelich with his 3rd hit of the game.
The left fielder.
He's got a single, double, and a home run.
Ryan.
And it's 1st and 2nd. And Ryan Braun, who provided the heroics in yesterday's game, similar situation here. That one misses, 1-0. Brewers trail by 1, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Braun at bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing, and that is a sliding grab for the final out of the inning. So Yario Munoz with the little sliding catch, and boy, you better get that one in the glove, otherwise you're going to be having a rough couple of days. We head to the 8th. Brewers trail by 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Brewers, number 35, Brent Suter.
Brent Suter's in for his 18th appearance of the season, 4-1 record. 13 strikeouts to just 3 walks. He's been doing a very good job of controlling the zone.
Right fielder, number 48.
And once again, coming in a late situation. Pitched on Saturday. Just went a third of an inning. He finished off the 5th for Adrian Hauser. Fireisen and Phelps also warming up in the bullpen right now. Bader, Brad Miller, top of the order, coming up for the Cardinals here in the 9th. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's a base hit up the middle. So once again, Cardinals getting that leadoff man aboard. And Suter's going to be pitching with some traffic on the bases here in the 9th.
Miller.
Brad Miller making his first appearance of this series. Facing off against Brent Suter here. Here's the pitch. Just up a little bit, and it's 1-0. Runners going. Throw down from Narvaez is high, and Bader's in there with his 3rd stolen base of the season. And there's a runner at second here in the 9th, and nobody out. So another big situation here. Brewers are going to have to work hard to keep it a 1-run deficit. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase that high pitch. It's now 2-2. Top of the order coming up for the Cardinals. So this is a big out to get right here. And then you might start thinking about putting a runner at first to get that double play ball. Here's the 2-2. Just up and out. It's 3-2. Colton Long on deck. He has 3 hits on the day. The 3-2, swing and a miss. Good job by Suter to get Miller. And there's one away here in the 9th. A big out right there.
Second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong now up to bat. Kind of wonder if they put him on. Yariel Munoz is 0 for 3 on the day. And it looks like they're going to go after Wong here. Got the matchup they want. But Wong has faced off against all lefties here today and went 3 for 4. So let's see what happens. Brewers need to get another big out here. All these outs are big with the runner on second here in the ninth. Suter checks on Bader. Here's the 1-0, and that one's grounded over to Arcia. Bader retreats to second. Good throw, gets him, and it's 2 away.
The left fielder, number 34.
So gets the ground ball that he needed. Keeps Bader over at second. And that brings up Yariel Munoz, who's 0 for 3. Did have a sacrifice bunt his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Way out in front of that one. 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Just can't get that curveball to catch part of the zone. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Hit to right. Yelich charging in. He's got it. And that will do it for the Cardinals. Well, the Brewers have 3 outs. They need 2 runs. We head to the bottom of the ninth. They trail by 1.
Your attention, please. Now,
Giovanni Gallegos is
Number
now
65.
pitching for the Cardinals, their closer.
Gallegos.
Has
Leading
4
off
saves
for the
on the
Brewers,
season. Has given up 4
the third
runs,
baseman.
though. 13
Yeah.
strikeouts and 3 walks.
Yurko.
Gallegos got a save in the last time they played the Brewers. Struck out the side in doing so. He's facing off against Jed Jerko here to start the ninth. Jerko 0 for 3 on the game. 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Brewers need a base runner here. They need a couple of runs. Try to get this sweep. 1-0 pitch inside, 2-0. The 2-0, right down the middle, 2-1. So Jerko doing a good job, making sure he's getting a strike before he does anything too crazy up there. Brewers need a base runner here. Jerko, Arcia, and Sogard due up for the crew. 2-1, swing and a miss. And one of them is going to need to get on base for the top of the order to come up. Give Kane or Yelich a chance. 2-2, swing and a miss. So another strikeout for
The batter, number 3.
Jed Jerko.
Shortstop.
And we move on to Orlando Arcia with 2 outs here in the ninth. First pitch to Arcia. Hit on the ground to Wong. As it sets himself, and there's 2 away, and the Brewers are down to their final out.
The batter, number 7. Second baseman, Eric.
So Eric Sogard bats with 2 outs here in the ninth. Came in on the double switch. His first at bat of the game. And the last out for the Brewers possibly. Check, but it's a ball outside, 1-0. Pitch upstairs, 2-0. Brewers can get a base runner. They got the top of the order coming up, and they have been producing today. 2-0 pitch in there at the bottom half of the zone, 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch in there as well, 2-2. One last strike here for the Brewers. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch Here it comes from Gallegos. Fouled off. Good job by Sogard. Kind of just reacting to that one. Kind of a pitch that looked like it was going to try to drop in at the top of the zone. He fights it off. Here's the 2-2. That one misses away, so a full count here. Sogard trying to get his top of the order a chance at this one. The 3-2. Another foul. Good job by Sogard, hanging in there tough. Full count once again. Swung on and hit foul to the right side this time. So 8 pitches Sogard has seen so far. Here comes number 9. Hopefully leads to extending this inning for the Crew. Here's the pitch. Hit in front of the mound. Gallegos has it. He'll step and throw, and that will do it here in Milwaukee. St. Louis takes Game 3, prevents the sweep. They snap an 8-game losing streak. And they win this one 3-2. Well, another good game between these two clubs. Cardinals came out on top today. And the Brewers snap a kind of a modest 2-game winning streak. They'll go 3-3 on this homestand. And now they will head to Miami for 4 games against the Miami Marlins. Well, thank you very much for joining us here today. Brewers lose a tough one. And they fall to 21-13. Dakota Hudson gets the win. Eric Lauer gets his 3rd loss. Gallegos with his 5th save, 2nd against the Brewers this season. We'll be back to a live broadcast tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Hope you can join us. Have a good rest of your weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
No errors. They left